everybody. This is a real quick video on the table function for the TI-30XS Multiview calculator. So this is the calculator you take your tests with in the lab. The calculators in the lab are yellow, but it's the same calculator as this one showing here. So before we do anything, when you sit down to take your test, always check the mode on these calculators. For our class, the mode called math print is the best mode for us. So notice there's a second button here and there's a mode button next to it. Click that. And down at the bottom, you have classic or math print. Put it in math print. It just looks better for everything we're going to do. So I'll just hit down until I get to the bottom row. When I hit right, so I've got math print highlighted and hit enter. Okay, so now the calculator is in math print mode and it'll stay in that mode the rest of the time you're using it. Get out of that. All right. We need an example problem so I can show you the table function. So I'm going to go to the section 11.6 notes. And I'm actually going to scroll down to questions 3 and 4. So you've got a function, negative 4x cubed minus 54x squared minus 216x. Down here on the bottom right, we were plugging 4 different x values into that function and calculating their y values. So we plugged in -6, -3, -8, and 2. All right, so how do we get the table function on this calculator to calculate these quickly? Okay, so on the calculator, you'll find a table button right next to the clear button. Go ahead and click that. It'll say y equal, and you get a little blinker there. Enter function in x. If there's already an equation typed in here, you could just hit clear and it'll delete whatever's in there. We want to type that function from our notes into the calculator. So again, once again, it's negative 4x cubed minus 54x squared minus 216x. You'll use this button here next to 4. It says x, and it's got all these other little variables on it. You'll use that as your variable button. So negative 4x cubed. Then what did we have? We had minus 54x squared minus 216x. So minus 54x squared minus 216x. Okay. And when your equation gets big enough, it doesn't show the whole thing on the screen, but you could always hit, the left button and scroll back. You can see that the whole function is indeed typed into there. So once you get it typed in like that, go ahead and hit enter, and you're going to get these options. Start and step don't matter. Don't worry about those. Then you've got auto versus ask. You want to go down and change this to ask. That's the easiest thing to do. So I'm going to scroll down to that bottom row, go to the right. I'm highlighting ask and hit enter. So now it's in ask mode. And then I'll go down and I'll hit OK. So when you do that, you get a little table of x and y values, and it says x equal down at the bottom. So all you've got to do is type in your x values and it'll spit out the y values. So in our problem here, we plugged in -6 for x. It spit out 216 for y. So we should get the same thing. So if I plug in -6 for x and hit enter, it's going to give me 216 for y. If I plug in -3, I should get 270. There it is. If I plug in -8, I should get 320. There it is. And last but not least, if we plug in 2, we should get -680. So just +2 this time. And we get -680. And if you need to you can use the up and down arrows to scroll back up. So -6, -3. Well, actually, it doesn't let you do that. So I guess you have to write them down as you plug them in. I guess it's only going to show 3 values on the screen is what it is. But that's okay. So that's a quick way to calculate values from a function. So you only have to type the function in one time, and you literally type it in with the variable X. So this hopefully avoids people making calculator mistakes. It's real easy to do, and the Y values get spit right out. All right, good luck.